Making the president's address, members of the press and the Democratic Party outdid one another in an effort to be as panicked, as terrified as possible. How, they wondered, could the president speak for an hour about America and never mention the far-off nation of Russia?
This is a president who's under criminal investigation right now for obstruction of justice with regard to the Russia investigation.
There is a missing major figure in this hall tonight that we ought not to forget about, and that is the special prosecutor of the United States, who is at this hour probably meeting with his team, deciding where they go tomorrow.
He sort of hovers over the chamber, doesn't he?
That is an extraordinarily important part of what's going on in Washington, D.C.
When Putin is not met by power, it is almost like he is giving an invitation to continue his assaults. That's tantamount to a malfeasance.
President Trump is completely silent about Russia's ongoing assault on our democracy and his administration's outrageous refusal to impose sanctions. What's that about? What is that about? What do the Russians have on him politically, personally, financially?
Noted foreign policy experts Nancy Pelosi and Cory Booker, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Illinois Congressman Luis Gutierrez went even farther. He became the most hysterical, heavy breathing now. He said the president's speech, this is what he said, quote, "Whoever translated it for him from Russian did a good job." Mark Green is a Democrat. He's a creator of Shadowing Trump on Twitter. He's published 23 books on public affairs. Been around. Mark, you have been around long enough to remember when the McCarthy era was kind of a central lesson for American liberals, when hysteria overtakes a political system and people start accusing one another of things without any proof at all, and people are drummed out of the public sphere because of it. And at the time, people said things exactly like Congressman Gutierrez said. Oh, it translated from the original Russian. Does it strike you that your side is doing that exact thing right now?
Not at all. Let's stick to the facts. I do think Trump's State of the Union was passable. If you have amnesia over 18 months in the past, where he, of course, mocked and insulted Meryl Streep, Mexicans, Muslims.
Wait. He mocked Meryl Streep. I wasn't aware of that. I didn't know. I kind of supported him until I found out he mocked Meryl Streep.
5 minutes to play to your audience.
No, I'm done. Meryl Streep. That's
you had 5 minutes. Maybe give me 1 minute. All fact checkers, led by the Washington Post, have documented over 2,000 misleading or false statements. You know, did Barack Obama illegally wiretap Donald Trump? Of course not. Should he have said of a talk show host he had a bad face job? No, listen.
Oh, get going, it's your show now. But can I just ask you a real question? Wait,
one more sentence. His intelligence agencies have said that Russia hacked our election. So he is silent on Putin.
They haven't explained what that
meant. And he plays up MS-13. So if Democrats are upset, you say they're hysterical. His tweets and his public comments are so hysterical.
Got it.
World popular opinion has gone from 60% favorable for America to 20%. Tucker, they're laughing
the Belgians
at
don't
you.
like this. Okay. Can I ask you a couple quick questions, though?
Please.
Look, I get Democrats don't like Trump. They hate his tweets. I kind of hate his tweets, too, so I get that part.
And his false statements.
Oh, all right. Okay, fine. And he attacked Meryl Streep. Wow, that's too much. But why would they sit and refuse to clap when he said nice words about the national anthem and our military veterans? What message does that send?
Well, you and I know that Democrats and Republicans have a bipartisan affection for the military. And for you to pretend Democrats are anti-military is ridiculous.
I'm not pretending anything. I'm asking you a question. What's the answer?
You know what's going on with the flag.
No, how about let's start with the veterans. What's going on there? Are you triggered by veterans?
You have the salute. The flag is not about veterans.
Well, I'm asking you about veterans. He was complimenting veterans. They sat there.
No.
Why?
You have the right to salute the flag. You know that Donald Trump has gone after black athletes like Colin Kaepernick who want to protest police misconduct.
Trust me, I know everything's racist.
He did that. He is so anti-minority, which is why he gets 5% of the black vote.
Blah, blah, blah. And he's mean to Meryl Streep. I agree. No, it's a bridge too far. Can I ask you a question, though? Why, when he says complimentary thing? No, I'm going to let you answer. Please answer the question I asked, which is, when they sit there and hear him compliment our military veterans and refuse to applaud. I know they don't like him, that's fine, but why not applaud the veterans?
Of course Democrats are for veterans, but
why not applaud them? Why is that hard? I don't understand.
You're talking about the audience response. I thought this was about Trump's State of the union, right?
When Steve Scalise gets a standing ovation, why not just join it? He's a member of Congress who was shot by a Bernie supporter. He's still alive. That's good. Why not support that? I don't understand. I'd hate to think Democrats are becoming extreme and deranged and out of touch with popular opinion, but that's the conclusion I'm reaching because I watched last night.
Joe, who talked about polls, you just said out of touch with popular opinion. I
Why
believe
can't you
that
applaud for Steve Scalise? Why is that hard?
You're talking about Steve
just answer my
Scalise.
question.
Allow me to finish a sentence after the comma. You want to talk about polls because he is an incessant liar, and because he is insulting Dreamers as if they are all MS-13.
Oh, did he say that last night? I thought he was offering amnesty to 2 million of them.
For $30 billion wall that Mexico didn't pay for. Come on, Tucker, let's hear the full thing.
Mark, you used to be such a reasonable guy. I look at the landscape and I think Trump says some unreasonable things, but then the left doubles down and becomes so much more unreasonable than Trump that you're going to get him reelected by your inability to follow a linear thought without yelling about Trump and Meryl Streep.
You acknowledge in a clause, he says some unreasonable things.
Yeah, he does.
But the black Democrats didn't applaud because he took false credit for black unemployment. Look, let's talk numbers. Joe talked numbers about who watched the State of the Union.
Question?
Allow me to finish.
Why wouldn't they applaud for Steve Scalise? Why don't you answer that and we can move on?
Numbers are, by 2-1, the public doesn't trust him. Now, your audience does, and you do, but the world is laughing, and
I
the
don't
polls
trust any politician.
and in America
I'm interested in their ideas, and I support the ones that I think are right, and I oppose the ones I don't, with him or with any other politician.
The issue isn't Meryl Streep. The issue is a president who demeans minorities,
you brought
opponents.
Up really quick, let me just ask you one simple question. It's a factual question. If the president offered, as he did last night, amnesty to and the final number will be over 2 million people here illegally, a bigger offer than Obama ever gave, then how is he against them?
I mean,
he's offering them citizenship.
I know the
What's the answer? What's the answer? What's the answer?
All of us would agree to it in a bill just about Dreamers. But what Trump is saying is, I'll do it if you give me $30 billion for a wall that's not necessary. Why is he linking the Dreamers to something else? It's Republican
Why is he linking
ransom.
people who snuck in the country to attempts to keep other people from sneaking in the country? I don't know. Let me think about it. I'll get back to you tomorrow on that, Mark.
Tucker, $10.
Are you insane?
Did they sneak into the country or were they babies? Tucker?
Well, their parents snuck into the country. They're getting amnesty too.
Or were they babies? Stop misleading your audience.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Well,
Mark, thanks for joining us, and good luck. Good luck, Mark. Top Silicon Valley company Airbnb tried to win over customers by touting its own virtue in contrast to the president, who was repulsive. Is that working? We'll talk to one of the company's executives who joins us next.